Mom, what's up? What'd you make for dinner? You haven't told me yet, so that means you didn't cook anything. So I'm hurt. I just want to let you know I'm hurt by that.
What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about this breaking news story. Maybe an hour or two ago, a news story broke of former NFL linebacker, first round pick, Darren Lee, was arrested and jailed without bond for taking the life of his girlfriend. Apparently, they hadn't even been in this area that long. They had just moved to this house. And he took this woman's life. Now, we don't have the identity of the woman yet. They're withholding it. But he's in a lot of trouble. And the saddest part about this is that this isn't his first time having a run-in with the law in regards to women. This guy attacked his mother and his child's mother, his baby mother. Apparently, from what I gather, from the information I've been able to gather, his mother confronted him, I guess, about putting his hands on his baby mama. He didn't like that, so he put hands on her. And then when the baby mother heard the commotion, she went to see what's going on. Apparently, according to her, he was on top of his mother about to punch her. This is the same woman who I believe worked as a news anchor. And she quit her job when he went into the NFL. That was again, I'm not saying that she should have kept working, but it looks to me like her son, Darron, was her retirement plan. But apparently that caused a rift between them because soon after he started complaining about her. And then it hasn't been confirmed, but I saw people speaking about him when he was in New York because he played 3 seasons for the Jets after being a first round draft pick, drafted 20th overall, I believe, out of Ohio State. He may have started using drugs. And also, that was the first incident that he had with a woman. Now, you got to ask yourself, too, why do men find like this, like Darren Lee, find themselves putting their hands on women? You never hear about him getting into fights with men, but he constantly is putting his hands on women. He would have put his hands on another woman in New York if one of his teammates didn't keep him from doing that. And from what I also understand is that he's had issues since college. And there were people who raised concerns about his character, but it was ignored. And the Jets drafted him, and he was a flop. And he was gone after 3 seasons. There were character concerns they completely ignored because he ran a 4.4. And he played at Ohio State. This is absolutely ridiculous. But the signs were there, putting his hands on his mother and his baby mother. And then this happens. This guy has always gotten off. He's gotten scot-free from any type of accountability. People are going to say it was CTE. He's had these issues since college, probably since high school. This guy has deep-rooted issues that he needs to address. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and we're going to get into the story. Why is it that there are men who put their hands on women? There are certain types of men who do that. And I think a lot of times it's men who are hiding dark secrets or issues within themselves. They cannot be who they truly want to be, so they take it out on women. Let's get into this. A former NFL linebacker has been charged in his girlfriend's unaliving after a body was found in a home near, Ottawa Elementary School Thursday, according to the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. On the afternoon of February 5th, the HCSO says deputies were dispatched to a residence on Snow Cone Way to a report of CPR in progress. Upon arrival, the first responders located a female victim attempting life-saving measures. HCSO says she passed from her injuries. HCSO Criminal Investigative Services detectives responded. Preliminary findings indicate the victim's unaliving was a result of a homicide. The victim's boyfriend, Darren Lee, was identified as the suspect and taken into custody at the scene. The date of birth for Lee in the booking system matches the ESPN profile of a former NFL linebacker with the same name. As you can see, Darren Lee from New Albany, Ohio. As you can see, he was a first-round pick, 20th overall to the New York Jets. Lee went to Ohio State and was a first-round draft pick of the 2016 draft to the New York Jets. The HCSO says Lee is charged with first-degree unaliving and tampering with evidence. Additional charges could be pending following the outcome of the investigation, according to HCSO. Lee pushed a woman against the wall, throwing her to the floor and striking her face and head 8 to 10 times with his closed fist, according to a 2023 arrest report. In the arrest report, a separate incident, Lee allegedly threw a phone at a different woman, which struck her head, causing her ear to bleed, grabbing her neck while punching the pillow beside her head, causing red marks on her neck. So this guy is a complete menace. It's a complete menace. Something is wrong with this guy. People are going to say it's CT. No, I just think that the guy is dealing with psychological issues that he refuses to address. So he addressed them by beating on women. So let's look at some more red flags. Darren Lee suspended. Now this was back in 2018. Darren Lee suspended 4 games by the NFL for substance abuse violation. The New York Jets linebacker Darren Lee had been suspended 4 games by the NFL, violating the league's substance abuse policy. This is like 2 years after he was drafted. Per an official statement from the Jets, Lee was able to return to active roster on December 31st after the regular season finale against the New England Patriots. Lee has started each of the Jets' 12 games so far this season. The 24-year-old ranked 3rd on the team with 74 combined tackles and tied for 4th with 5 passes defended. After missing 3 games as a rookie due to an ankle injury, Lee has appeared in 33 of the New York's previous 34 games. He was selected 20th overall out of Ohio State. So the red flag's been there. This guy, he's been a knucklehead. But this is inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable for this to be going on. And he just has never been held accountable for anything in his life, probably. Now, I don't know what's going on between him and his mother. His mother thought that she was going to be able to retire because of him, that he would be taking care of her. But his NFL career only lasted, 5 years? See, when you are not meant to be there, at some point you're not going to be there very long. And we've seen knucklehead players end up washing out of the league very quickly. This guy got very lucky to be drafted as high as he did because there were character concerns that were ignored because he ran a 4.4. He played at Ohio State. They were a very good team at the time, great team at the time. And I just feel like that they should have done their research, because it's clear that this man deserves to be exactly where he is. He has issues with women. He likes putting his hands on women. What kind of man, y'all tell me in the comment section, what kind of man puts hands on all the women in his life? It's got to be something deeper. What is he hiding? What is driving this guy to always want to put hands on women? Was his upbringing by his mother that bad to where he sees that in every woman? He needs to get back for how his mother did him. This is why therapy is very important. This guy literally beat his way into prison. beating on women for years, and it put him behind bars to where he can't beat no women no more. Now he got to fight men, because that's all he's going to be around probably for the rest of his life. He's only going to be around other men. This is tragic, because you had a mother who was successful. She was a TV anchor. You would think that you look at, she raised them to not only get a scholarship to Ohio State University, but to watch him grow as an NFL player. And she probably thought then she can retire and he take care of her. One, our parents shouldn't have to rely on their children to take care of them if they can take care of themselves. I'm just saying that. But was there something always deeper there that we missed? We must have missed it. He's right where he should be. Let me know what's in the comment section. Let me thoughts, like the video, and share. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I will see y'all next one.